In a franchise, I always say that there's one thing that is the best thing about a franchise, but it's also the worst thing about a franchise. The best thing about a franchise is that you can talk to all of the other franchisees. The worst thing about a franchise is you can talk to all of the other franchisees. You need to be a little discerning about who you're talking to. Just because you've attended a training or a conference and you're talking to someone, you might have just come across someone who's really having a hard time, and it might have nothing to do with their business. They might have a family member that's sick or something that's not going right, and they actually can bring you down rather than help you to lift up. So you need to make sure that you're watching who you're talking to and what they're saying and put it into context. You know, some people will tell you that a marketing strategy doesn't work, but the point of that marketing strategy is they're not working it. I was once in a franchise group where a franchisee convinced 4 or 5 other franchisees that networking didn't work. Now I can tell you right now, in that franchise group, networking was the #1 strategy to generate new customers. And he had convinced them it didn't work. So when I talked to them, I said, well, you know, to be honest, is he really very people friendly? And they're like, no. And I said, how many events has he attended? He'd attended 1. And he was trying to tell them that it didn't work because he'd gone to 1 event. And he was telling these new franchisees that it didn't work. You've got to make sure that you filter the information you're getting and seeing if it applies to you and if that information is actually correct. If ever in doubt, if someone tells you something and you're not sure whether or not it's the truth or if it's their own stuff, go to the franchisor and ask them, because they probably have a better understanding of where that franchisee is at and whether or not that's good information for you in your particular situation. That being said, some of the best information you're going to get is from the other franchisees. So always talk to them, always listen, and start to look and see how you can grow and build your business from what other people are doing as well.